Alright, so we've got this engine mostly together. One of the interesting things about this one is it has a different head than the other one. It's got some air injection ports in it, and the outer two holes on the head for the manifolds are just a little, they're like 1/16 of an inch further apart than the other head, which is bizarre. I don't understand, but I don't know all the intricacies of this head. But anyway, we've got to plug these holes because there's, well, basically they're holes drilled straight into the exhaust port for the air injection system, which this truck doesn't have. So we got to plug these. So here's how you plug these. Alright, so we've got a pipe plug. Look at that. I don't know if focus or not. I don't know. There it is. Pipe plug. You put it on the thing here. Add a little dab of Resbond. This is a high temperature oops, made a mess. And then you just thread it into the hole. This Resbond is a super high temp thread locker, so it'll keep these plugs from backing out on us. And they thread in until you feel it bottom out, and then just give it a snug. And that's it. I'll just go do the other 5. Alright, well, I know you saw me put that engine in, but it's about a week later, and it's been out and back in 3 or 4 more times. We had problems with the torque converter, wouldn't seat on the pump. And then when you cinch down the bell housing bolts, it locked the whole thing up. So we're back out here. We've got the 24 Hour of Le Mans on the TV, and we do have the engine in the bay. It is sitting on the motor mounts. Still need to torque everything down, but we're in. So the hard part's done. I'm gonna crawl back underneath the car and torque the bell housing bolts and the torque converter bolts and the motor mounts, and then we can start putting the accessories back on. Alright, so we're at a stopping point now for the engine. We need needs a vacuum line to make that run from there up to here for the fuel pressure regulator, and then I need a nipple so I can connect this line to that valve. You can see it doesn't quite line up. So we're gonna end for today on this because I'm gonna have to go to the store again, and it's raining, and I can't drive in the rain because the car will get dirty. Guess I'm that bougie. I think we can go ahead and weld this cross member back in though. Let's do that. Okay, section of the core support that we removed to get the engine out is back in place. Dress the welds down, and we'll let it cool off, then we'll paint it. I mean, then the condenser and the radiator can go back in.
The next day.
All right, one more day, one more bit of progress. The AC condenser is back in. The radiator is back in. All of the vacuum lines are reconnected. All the electrics reconnected. The radiator is full of water. Engine oil's been topped off. I'm waiting on dipstick for that. And we went ahead and pulled a vacuum on the air conditioning system, and it has been setting at 30 inches for about 3 hours now. So that's good news. All that's left now is the dipstick, which the pieces for should show up tomorrow, and then we can start it. I need the dipstick so I can make sure that the oil's at the proper level. So that's all we're waiting for at this point, which is excellent. So yeah, we're gonna start this soon.
Several days later.
Okay, we've got the distributor reinstalled. The timing set what we think is correct. Let's see if it starts. Okay. Kicks over. Let's add a little gas. Timing's a bit goofy, but it runs. All right, it runs. I think we need to tweak the timing a little bit, but we are there.
20 minutes later.
All right, well, status here. It runs. The thermostat housing broke. I guess it was just old. We got it here in the vise, but we'll pull it out. You can see that corner snapped off. So we got a new one coming. O'Reilly Auto Parts had one. Of course, we're waiting for it to be delivered. It'll be here tomorrow. So another day delay, but the truck does start and run. Doesn't run well. The timing's still a bit off, but I got some help coming over tomorrow, so you know, I think it basically takes 2 people to get this, because I'm gonna have to have him in the truck keeping it running with the gas pedal while I adjust the timing. And once we get that timing in, it should idle, and that'll make things easier. So we're almost there.
The next day.
All right. Well, so it starts every time. It idles, sort of. We did have to reseat all the injectors multiple times, which is a pain in the ass because the upper intake manifold plenum has to come off to get to them. Incremental improvement each time. I have ordered a smoke machine off the Amazons, and we are going to find, because there is a vacuum leak somewhere, and we can't find it. And that's what's causing it to run erratically. So we'll get that smoke machine in. I'm going to tie this video off here now. It's been 3 weeks, 4 weeks. The engine is in. We've run the cam in, changed the oil. The oil looked beautiful. There's nothing mechanically wrong with the engine. It's perfect. We just got to find this vacuum leak and plug it, and we'll be in good shape. So I think I'll do another video on finding that vacuum leak. But this is a month-long endeavor to replace the engine in this truck so we can keep this old truck going. It does run. It starts. If I needed to go somewhere in an emergency, I think it could get me there. It's just it's got a big vacuum leak. We're gonna have to find it. I don't know where it is. I can't hear it. So we'll see if the smoke machine gets here and helps us track that down. Till then, hit the like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.